All right. Okay, I think we can get started. Okay, let me share my screen and we can dive in. Okay, before we go through the monthly deliverables, I did want to just quickly share our old launch dates page. Made a couple of small changes. It's obviously being cleaned up to align with our kind of high level roadmap. If you go to the website, scroll all the way to the bottom, we've added our 2022 roadmap. So you can see kind of what we have planned for the rest of the year. And that should now more or less reflect on our launch dates. And the milestone dates confused a lot of people, especially in the community. These were never supposed to be launch dates, right? These were next milestone dates. So I've added a new column here that has a release date aligned to a quarter, right? That's more realistic for us to be able to commit to a 3-month range for when something is going to get delivered. And obviously, the closer we get to those dates, the milestone dates will update as well. But this will give you a good high level overview of our roadmap. So, if you're wondering when, I don't know, Cosmos Bridge is going to be out, you can kind of take a look here. So that's just an FYI. But for the more granular monthly deliverables, /4/5/6, etc., these are still the place you would go to see what everyone's working on. Before we go through this again, given we're almost at the end of May, we also have our performance reviews. Although these are quarterly, you are asked to write reviews for every month's deliverables, right? So you can see RJ here. For April, we've got folks who've provided feedback, but we also need to do the same for May. And then we'll do one for June, and that will complete the quarterly performance review. This is done because we have different focus areas every month, right? So the feedback really should be about those items, not just like RJ is a great guy, which he is, but it should be about the things that he worked on. Sorry, RJ, I don't mean to single you out. Okay, so just bear that in mind. It's for May, so these reviews need to be done by the end of this month, which is on Tuesday, tomorrow. Okay, let's go back to our monthly updates. Again, it's 1 day left, so if you have any updates, please do go ahead by 5 o'clock, I believe. Is that right, Lee? By 5 o'clock, we want to.
Yes. Yes, one thing. So read gives pin message. There are 3 items to complete for Monday, 5 p.m. I think you can maybe, I don't know how to show it, but from Thursday.
Yeah, I don't.
We can post it on the top of.
We'll post it.
So each person should finish their May deliverables and update their line item on this document. So if you search for your emoji, you'll find which line you're the owner of. Managers should write 1 paragraph feedback for each person today. And then each fellow contributor should have 2 reviews on their Q2 document. Those are the 3 items for today, 5 p.m. So we have a war mode tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. It'll be the first for many people. It'll be very fun and a huge amount of effort for the whole team, but it'll be worth it, I hope, for everyone to everyone coming in to participate in that. So that's why it's we asked everyone to finish today 5 p.m. with all the items so that we can actually have a productive next 3 days.
Yep.
So if anybody has a easy test is search for your emoji on this document, read all of Give's pinned messages. If anything is, if you have an open item, like there's a blank, that means you need to fill that in. If you don't know how to, now's the time to ask questions right after this call.
Yep. Thanks, Lee. Okay. So this is I guess the last all hands for May. So let's just quickly go through the deliverables and see where everyone is. So I'm just going to pull up random, well, semi-random individuals. I just need to make sure I've got my list of folks here, so I know who's around, who's not. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Lee, why don't you kick it off?
Okay, sure. So same items as last week. Things haven't changed on the items, but I've marked the percentages 85, 185. Definitely we as we shared this month, we shared all the roadmaps, as many of the expenses. So it's become as transparent as possible on what our funds are going to and going for, and how we're using that. What's our roadmap for doing that? I think, yeah, that's mainly the one I worked on last week. And then from the offsite, I think I actually mentioned these deliverables, the same exact ones last Monday. It's just updating the percentages, which by this point is what most people should be doing on the last day. It's just updating the percentages. The deliverables should all be written and locked in by now. So.
Yep. Thanks, Lee. Ganesha.
Yeah, on the Bitcoin Bridge side, reviewing the staking and the other water place PR, and it's almost ready to be merged. But the launch will not happen this month. Still, we are working towards finishing other items. On the Trustless ETH Bridge, again, the 2 key PRs is close to merging. It's complete in a way. It's just like a final round of review is happening by both myself and Aaron. Those are the items. And the hard fork, it's not fully done, but it's close to be done.
Great. Thank you, Ganesha. Jenya, is Jenya around? No, I don't see Jenya. Okay. Is Sam around? Sam, it's a public holiday in the US today, so a few folks are away. Let's see. Boris, you're here.
Yes. Same. The fixed income is done. I've been working on the test cases and in the design. So I think those are. I have done most of what I achieved for this month. I will clean and post to some Notion, I guess. so we can discuss it with Ganesha and push to GitHub and stuff like that. But this is mostly there. I just need to clean code and submit. Basically, that's what is missing. That will happen between today and tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Boris. Look at this, all these 100%. Okay, Maddie.
Good morning, everybody. So first is 100% on 40 Dora Hacks projects. We launched a quadratic funding campaign with Dora Hacks, and they're a fantastic platform to work with. Very excited about that. They actually will probably exceed 40, but at this moment they are exactly at 40. Fellow and contributor training program. So while we may be slowing down our hiring, the goal is also to really maximize the value and impact that we get from our existing team. So I've been working with Edward on creating a training platform that will help, all of our contributors and fellows when they attend events, when they are interacting with ecosystem partners, to really just maximize the impact that they have. When they understand our roadmap, they understand new pivots on the team and being able to express Harmony and educate the community on Harmony a little more effectively. So that will help us get the most out of our team. And then all completing May deliverables for all who are on this call and everyone who will be watching. I'll be available all day to help you in any way that you need to get to 100% on your deliverables by tomorrow. So ping me.
Thanks, Matt. Essa.
Hello. Okay. So Q2 offsite logistics, that is complete. We did get some updates this morning about the ECC venue that I spoke of last week. So we will be building out the proposal tonight, hopefully by finishing tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully we're able to do what we can to maximize our impact there with an efficient budget. Ambassador DAO and events collaboration is complete. The initiative has been written, so it's in June. We'll be completing the playbook and moving forward what we're hoping to accomplish.
Okay, thank you. Max.
Yeah. So on the block sync, I've profiled it on the low-end machines. I've shared the results with RJ and I'll make them public by today. The second thing is replacing level database with another database. So for this one, I've done some benchmarking. Now I'm trying to figure out how compatible the APIs are on our winners of the benchmark. There's a couple of changes that need to be done there to get it fully compatible with the existing level database API. Hopefully that should clear out by today. The last one is a bit of a bug where on low-end machines on our leaders, the crosslink which gives the rewards to non-shard zero nodes gets stuck. I'm still trying to figure out why this is happening. My initial assumption as to why this was happening has turned out to be false, but there is another avenue that I'm exploring right now to determine why the crosslink is not being transferred correctly from the non-shard zero leader to the shard zero.
Okay. Thank you, Max. Constantine is not here.
Yeah,
Brian.
I'm here.
Oh, you are. I'm sorry. Go on, Constant.
Yeah, two tasks done, and I'm waiting for a next release on third to launch crosslinks. We had a very serious release maybe a week ago, and now it's not best time to launch a new release. So I'm just waiting, but everything is okay and it works.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see, Tom.
Yes, yeah. So now you say we are in the bear market. Actually, it's the best time to recruit talent because some other smaller project they may have some not as strong as us. So our target to recruit 10 core members by Q3. So we have 4 months. Now I'm working on the build the pipeline, and also because our bar is really high. I think at least 4 or 5 years, strong yes. So the headcount, if any other hiring managers, if you have any headcount requirements, so please talk with Give or Lee. So we haven't finalized how to distribute the 10 headcount. Yeah, so I think we can finish maybe in 1 or 2 weeks, finalize this headcount, then we start to build the pipelines. Because our bar is really high, so we build a pipeline, but we may not send the offer too quickly. We can interview them, but we find the right time to extend the offer. And also the event, we're going to do more online event. So I'm working on the US Asia virtual speaker series. So the first one is targeted in June 18, I think 3 weeks from now. Is a Saturday time.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Okay, moving on to fellows. Victor.
Oh, hi guys. Yeah, I'm still working on that Explorer proxy indexer issue. Every time I touch it, it gets more complicated. Just building out the test cases to make sure I don't break anything before the Explorer, before checking that source code in. The Explorer if it's scan APIs, I'm working on that as well. But that might roll over to next month. Yeah, so the challenge for the indexer is that I'm trying to reload a lot of the contracts that have already existed and just going through and making sure that those are also proxies. But that involves also reloading all of the events as well. So that issue is a lot more challenging than originally thought. Yeah, I will be able to finish that issue this month.
Okay. Thank you, Victor. Sergey.
Yeah, hello. I just finished all my tasks and just BTC bridge that theme, waiting for review, and then we can deploy it.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Working our way down. Rachel, I know you're 100%, but I want to be on the spot and
Sure.
give us an update.
Okay. First of all, hi everybody. Happy Memorial Day. So yeah, for my deliverables, I have secure Ambassador DAO funding and operations, which is at 100%. We've done all of our May events, and we are working on getting all of our signatories and ambassadors paid for their events this month. I will be talking to Lee at the office tomorrow, actually, to discuss how we're going to move forward with events. And I'll be working with ESSA for the month of June to create an Ambassador DAO playbook and plan moving forward. Another update, I know some of you knew that Miguel was fighting COVID. I got an update from him today and he's now in stable condition. So he'll also be helping with the ambassador stuff when he's fully recovered. So yeah, the next one is write and publish a DAO reporting mirror article. I linked out to that article on Mirror that I wrote about DAO reporting. I talked about DAOs achieving self-sustainability and some methods for them to do so. I actually made an adjustment to one of my deliverables because it was actually for the Opolis integration. And Give, as you know, and Victa, there's still something with the graph that needs to be completed. So I decided to change that deliverable since that's out of my control. That would have been at 95% if I kept the Opolis integration deliverable. And then my last one is create a framework for DAO tooling videos. So I also linked out to a Notion page. I basically created a framework for the DAO tooling training demos that we're going to be working on with the help of / so you guys can view that there. So yeah, I'm at 100% for all my deliverables.
All right. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, let's see. Working our way down. Jeremy's not here. Is Mohammed here? No. Okay, are these folks here? Is Mikey? No. Al, Andrew. Okay, I guess the next person is Amanda. I know you're at 100% as well, but I'm just picking random folks now.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so what we did this month is I rewrote the events pending guidelines, which is more accurately called the U.S. travel policy, the travel and expense policy. So that is available, and I encourage anyone doing traveling for Harmony and incurring business expenses to check that out. We have also I've been working with SM most closely, and we developed a slideshow for event conduct guidance just to kind of outline the expectations that we have with Harmony to make sure that events go smoothly and everyone is representing Harmony as great as it is. And then with the help of Rob, the HR onboarding videos are also a really great internal tool for onboarding everyone, and also people who have already been onboarded. It's a great reference to ensure that your Notion profiles are completed and that everything is just being filled out accurately. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Amanda. Ed. Can you hear us, Ed?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Cool. So I came back from Davos, which was an incredible experience. And the two main takeaways. The first one is that it is not a place to make contacts within the crypto world, which we already have, but however, it is a place to make contacts with the non-crypto world, the corporate world. And the conclusion is that there's a very strong appetite from the non-crypto space to understand much more what is going on and to communicate with layer ones. So definitely something to keep in mind, that there's a strategic shift in the space, is my takeaway, where these non-blockchain organizations that can either be banks or any sort of company actually are now extremely interested in finding out more about crypto. So there's a strong opportunity to start developing a corporate strategy. I'm putting together a report, and that will be sent to you guys early next week. We've done a couple discussions with 2 or 3 players in Barcelona, which have asked us not to mention the name publicly, and those went really well. And of course, East Barcelona is on hold for everything that's happened. And yeah, that basically sums it up. Oh yes, and I've been working with Matty, putting together the onboarding on how to understand Harmony when you join Harmony, looking at different modules. So we're all on the same page when we meet new people, when we're in front of investors, when we're in front of partners, etc. Right? So Matty and I will keep working on this and hope to have something more advanced by next month. He can give you more on that.
Great. Thank you, Ed. Okay, moving down. Let's see who's here. Kayla.
Hi. So I'm still working on the updates on the changes, working with Anne on accommodations for NFT NYC as that creeps up. Our partners on the space that we booked and the logistics behind that, the flow of the Harmony Hub space, and onboarding sponsorships with Al. My primary focus will, going into June, will center around the One Conference. So that will include logistics, sending out more polls, potentially getting sponsorships, reaching out to venues, and so on. I'd also like to explore onboarding projects on the Harmony blockchain, since there were a lot of interested parties at the ambassador events that I hosted. I think that's it for me.
Okay, great, thank you. Let's see. Juan.
Hello, everyone. It's going to be fast. The first one, the forum is having a lot of movement lately. I continue to check flags and assigning projects together with Al. Thank you, Al. That's a great team with him. And I'm very happy in the sense that the community is embracing in a very positive way the new direction of the company. So that's great to hear from the community, which I listen a lot. Second, 100% East Barcelona. The team was doing a very good job there. It won't be done due to due to the change of the new goals. And we'll see you in the next one. It's a good effort made by the Spanish team, and we'll see you in the next one. And third, 90% validators plan. It's a plan that has been presented internally, as well as meetings with DocNode, which is a company that I already said in the other all hands that it's helping to be able to contribute with the new ideas for growing validators in the company. And that's it. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Juan. Okay, just a couple of housekeeping stuff. So for those who don't know, contributors are up for review every month, right? So at the end of this month, that's why it's very important that these progress updates are done in a timely manner, and the reviews, the monthly reviews have to be done. There's a link to it on the top of this page, right? Team performance reviews. This includes contributors and fellows. So contributors are reviewed every month, right? If we are to continue your tenure for another month, then we need to have a strong yes from your manager and one other person. And for fellows, the bar is even higher. It's actually 4 strong yeses, and those are done quarterly, right? So at the end of June, all fellows will need to make sure that they've got 4 strong yeses to continue for another quarter. So just please bear that in mind. And if you're managing any contributors or fellows, it's kind of your responsibility to make sure that your team is kept on and they're reviewed on time. That's all I have. Anybody else want to chime in? Any updates? I'm going to stop my screen share here.
Oh, actually, I was going to ask if you could show the rest of the document so that people can see all the blanks that they need to fill out.
Yes.
After the yes, so
yeah.
Yes, so if you're emoji, does everyone know how to search for emoji on a document? It's the same as searching for text. It's just copy the emoji and just do control find. But and then maybe just keep scrolling. If your emoji is on a line and there's no update, you should update that one. Basically, yeah, covalent, synapse, tranquil, keep going. We'll just take one pass through the document. Yeah. GameFi crossing, Boris, yeah, Morphware. Yep. You can get updates either from them publicly, like look at their Twitter, look at their public updates, or ask them, obviously. Let's see. Yep. Sweden, yep. No. Confidence. Top metrics. Yeah, some of these just need to be pulled, like DeFi metrics. They're in various analytics pages. Yeah. Maybe here, yeah, and the monthly cost one. If your emoji is behind the item, just update it. Meaning you can help, yeah, I think that's, if anybody's unclear, like how much dollar for how many events, right? That one, that's ESSA. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Any questions from anyone?
Yes, one announcement. Yeah, for some new hires, if you haven't complete the culture assessment, yeah, please go to your homepage and then complete the culture assessment. Yeah, let me know if you couldn't find one. Let me know so I can add one on your homepage. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Anyone else? Any announcements? Okay. Nice. We'll keep it short. Let us go to our breakout rooms. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
Thanks, Skip.